What is up, Rad Potential YouTube? Welcome to today's video. We are going to get into some crazy awesome stuff, and it's going to be mad. We're going to get some mad stuff accomplished on the race car this weekend. So it is currently the day Calvin gets here. So you can see, if you've never been to the Rad Ranch before, might as well call it the Rotary Ranch, but I like Chevys, I got the Corvette, we got all sorts of stuff, so we just call it the Rad Ranch, just like Rad Potential. Go check out the FD videos. I've been driving it to work, getting stoked to give you guys a good, honest review of an FD RX7 because, you know, everybody gets, or at least I get tired of car reviewers borrowing their buddy's car for a day, right? They go borrow the car for one day and then they just tell you what they think about it and give it back. And I'm like, well, you didn't truly get to experience that car, right? So I'm gonna give you my opinion. Some of y'all might value it. The old FD is kind of a pain. So the garage is currently filled full of other stuff. I bought an RX8, not that I needed more cars, but I needed a safe track car and this was cheap, so I bought it. I gotta back this out. Then I gotta do the daunting task of sliding a car perpendicular to its direction of travel, which is not very fun if you don't have like a good run up. So that's where we're gonna begin. We're gonna move this over. We're fitting all the body panels on the rally car, so we're gonna basically make sure all the gaps and stuff are correct, etc., etc. Make sure the doors close all nice, etc., etc. So here in the next 10 seconds, 20 seconds, this thing is going to be right here. We'll get to work. Rule number one of owning an RX-8, never shut it off if it hasn't warmed up all the way. That way it doesn't flood itself. Listen to my Prius. Gotta love getting ones that are, well, I'm not going to say it's unmolested, but it's stock. So, good stuff. Alright, let's move this thing. And actually, just because, you know, y'all just saw me move that, we're just going to movie magic this to the middle. Whoa! We are now in a tornado of Middle Tennessee rain. Calvin's here too, hiding in the corner. But the magic trick not only brought us a new car, it brought us a mess of bad weather. What's up, dude?
Not a whole lot.
So we've got bumpers, headlight covers, this, the cowl panel, the rear bumper's here now painted. That really trashed up, messed up cowl is in much better condition thanks to this man over here.
It's much better condition, but it's not perfect.
So for the duration of the talking ports of this video, I want to apologize in advance for Mother Nature providing us with loud gunshots and thunder hitting my steel roof with no insulation. So we are making things happen today, and this thing is going to go from 0 project car to 100 looking like an actual car pretty dang quick. Not that you didn't see that coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing up on jack stands. We're gonna get Calvin cranking away on body panels, and we get these wheels swapped out, start looking at building the exhaust, which is gonna be huge. And we've got all sorts of, you know, stuff you guys didn't see yet because I've just been hiding it away. We've got LRB speed door panels in here we can install today. Or I guess probably install them tomorrow because by the end of the day today I need to dust the back of the door with some white paint. And then I've got an LRB speed full center console we get to install. Get that put on. I got exhaust pipe and muffler and stuff up at the house I need to bring down here. That's about it. So we're gonna get cracking. We're gonna try to make, thank you for the rain, we're gonna try to make a dent in this shelf, which is like the wipers and stuff, tail lights and stuff. This thing, which is like a fender deal, we're not putting those on. All the door seals, which are hanging somewhere over here, right there. I can button up the rest of the dash on the interior. We're just gonna get cranking. So, you ready for a day of work?
All right.
Day of wishing our eardrums didn't have to listen to this. Alright, we're gonna get to it. It's currently the week after Calvin was here this past weekend. He fitted up all the panels for me on the race car and it looks sick. And like I said, I rebuilt the taillights. we got everything back on here besides the marker lights and the front turn signals. And then I need to go swipe one of these little angular trim pieces for here, and then mount this piece, the cowl panel. And then the exterior of the car is mostly complete, besides getting the window trim on, which I need to order these clips for here and here to affix this piece on. Some new clips for the top to affix those pieces, which I'll make a separate video documenting that. But what I wanted to do, slight apologies for this being a short time lapse and now hopping back to here. This weekend, quick recap, it rained 8 inches on the Saturday. So I got 8 inches of rain in one day. And if you're a civil engineer, you know anything about whatever, water, that is a ton of rain. And it literally completely trashed the entirety of my driveway. It's a gravel driveway. I got a ditch, but that's enough rain. It overtopped the ditch and clogged the pipes up and just messed everything else. So Calvin and I ended up spending a bunch of time fixing all that. Puts a big damper on other things because now I have to fix my driveway because I can't drive a Corvette down the driveway in its current state, and I have a Corvette, so I got to be able to get it out. You can't own cars and not drive them. So it's been tough this past week kind of working on that, but to close this video out here shortly for you guys tonight, I am going to build the exhaust for this car. So you guys are going to get to see that get done. I've got, where'd the pipes go? We got some big pipes here at the Rad Ranch, but there should be a box somewhere around here with a big stick of exhaust pipe in it, some 2.5 inch, and then I've got, man, I really don't know where the heck that went. Oh, did I put it in the ceiling? I might have put it in the ceiling. I do that sometimes and lose things. Anyways, yeah, right there. There it is. Okay, so I got to make the exhaust from the header all the way back. On my silver car, I used these 3-bolt flanges right here. So this is like a more of a muscle car style header flange. And you weld those in and bolt them together. And I really like the 3-bolt style versus a 2-bolt style because, as you guys know, if you have rotary cars, the exhaust gets super hot. You have fire, super hot fire coming out. And with only 2 bolts, you tend to blow out exhaust gaskets no matter how much high temp exhaust silicone you put on them. So the silver car has been holding up to 1.5 years of abuse with 3-bolt exhaust flanges, and it doesn't leak. Either that or it's too loud and I just don't hear the leaks. But we're going to use those on the race car, so there'll be a flange at the bottom of the header, and then there will be a flange right before the axle, and then the muffler is actually a slip fit muffler. So there will just be a muffler clamp to hold the muffler on, and then I like to use the muffler clamp at the very back to also hold the muffler up. Alright guys, so I'm going to interrupt you real quick just because this is going to be a wild transition to the next clip. Some crazy stuff happened at the Rad Ranch this weekend, and I've got to address that stuff. And it's not really things that are car related or whatever related. They're definitely problem solving things, and I'll show the solutions, and it's just been stressing me out. So this next clip's going to explain all of that. I definitely appreciate you guys staying around. Alright my dudes. I want to apologize for having to end the video now because I had some things come up at the Rad Ranch that are going to prevent me from finishing this week. This weekend we had a big rainstorm come through and it completely trashed my driveway, which I mentioned and showed just a second ago. So I just got done finishing all of that, or at least getting it to where it's passable now with the Corvette, and then the ditch is stabilized and all that stuff, right? So problem solving. Tomorrow there will be a video go up that's going to kind of summarize Justin and I and what we do here on the Rad Potential, I guess, in a minute. Alright. So, anyways, I got the driveway all patched up. Then, I'm getting ready to take a break, okay? Which, hang with me for a little bit of this story, because it gets interesting. So, I'm getting ready to take a break from working on the driveway. I was going to park the tractor, come in here, and I ordered some parts. I got the exhaust stuff laid out, which I didn't end up doing anything with yet. And then I ordered some known working injectors and some known, or a brand, like, this came out of a running car a month ago from my buddy Derek, and he gave me a good look. So thanks, Derek. We're going to need the look. But anyways, I was going to mess with that stuff tonight and take a break from working on the tractor stuff, which we'll go outside here. and I couldn't find the dog. Okay, it's like my dog doesn't normally get lost that often. She doesn't get lost at all. She's super smart. So anyways, I calling the dog, and I hear like a whine and a little yelp and a whine and a little yelp. I'm like, gosh dang it, did one of the, you know, we've got some like wild hogs that run around every now and again. We've got some deer. I'm like, well, did she go get stomped by a hog or go get smashed up by a cow, or you never know, right? None of the above. So Tennessee, generally you have shallow rock everywhere. Hey, laddie. Generally you have shallow rock everywhere. She hasn't even learned her lesson. And occasionally you'll get some sinkholes pop up. And I have a, y'all really won't be able to see it, but down here where that big white thing is, laddie, leave it. Come on. Don't make me come rescue you again. Anyways, so down there where that big white panel is, you can see in the ground. I'm not going to walk over on top of it, but right here, I'll put the video in from my Snapchat when I was down there fishing my dog out of this hole. But there is a 8-foot wide, 10-foot deep, 20-foot long sinkhole in the bank right here. Usually, right, water will run down the ravine. I have always had a spring, right? There's kind of a groundwater spring that's popped water into that ravine down there. And, it, you know, whatever. It's never like rolling water out of it. But the spring there. So anyways, now I have this sinkhole in my front yard. And I'm kind of going to have to not really put some stuff on hold. But, yeah, that's why I'm in this video now. I'm a little defeated. My driveway broke. The car wasn't running this weekend. We did get all the panels lined up and it looks sick. Mad shout out to Calvin. So I hope you guys can feel it, you know. I wish, you know, one of these days we're going to grow the Rap Potential thing to where this is, you know, what I can do in my main source of income. We can have more stuff going on for you guys. But at this point in life, you know, I'm still just a guy making videos with a day job. You know, I go to work from 8 to 5 and I come home and I work on cars here, and then I have to take care of my house and stuff and all of that stuff too, and it's a grind. You know, this is a big grind. So I do appreciate, as you know, as much as you guys can watch the videos and share the videos and promote everything, because that really helps, you know, motivate me to do it. But at some point in time, I'm going to have to sacrifice something when something goes wrong, and unfortunately it's probably going to be the video stuff. So this weekend I got to go home and visit with family for the holiday, and you know, I hope I can film something up there. Maybe we'll take you to the RX7 graveyard at my farm. So yeah, but thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll try to put my Snapchat videos or whatever that I took on my phone after I got the dog out and was in the danger zone in the video here in a second. But yeah, I guess if you live in a place where sinkholes happen, let me know how you'd fix it. I think I'm going to have to excavate the whole thing out and figure all that out. But I'll let you know. Civil engineer, problem solver. We'll get this thing dialed. So thank you guys very much for understanding this, that, and the other. We're going to get this car rolling next week, ideally. And then I've got the car coming to do the Holly Sniper install next weekend, which is coming in close. I was hoping to have this one done by then, but maybe I'll have to push Jeff Lores back to do the sniper install, or we'll pause on this, but I really need the money from this to help fix my sinkhole now. Imagine you had to pay somebody like $8,000 to come fix a hole in your yard. So with that, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Keep it rad. Alright, well guys, just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, we're getting knocked back. Letty, back up. Get out of there. Go, get. So, I thought I'd lost the dog. Couldn't find her, you know, the whole deal. Well, I don't know how she got out of here, but she fell in this hole right here, which is actually this hole. I mean, this sinkhole is huge. Okay, that direction right there. So this is the little hole. I mean, you all can see how big that is. That's definitely, I don't know, 10 feet across. It goes for sure to that tree and down. And then it goes easily all the way to the ravine. And then this way, it's probably back to